Live? Thank you, Daniel. Good evening. Welcome to the Town of New Windsor's October Town Board meeting. Before we get started, can I get everybody stand for the pledge?
Two left.
I pledge allegiance to the flag. States of America. To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Before I get going, I want to make some introductions. We have off to my right here, we got the Deputy Supervisor Steve Moreau. To his right is Councilwoman Sylvia Santiago. To my left is Councilwoman Eve Lincoln and Councilman Charlie Bro. To my immediate right is Town Clerk Patty Carino. Over in my far right over here is the Town Attorney Dave Zagon, Police Lieutenant Matt Monahan. Matt gets stuck every town board meeting. Good, I love it. Highway Superintendent Anthony Fayol. In the audience too, we have our Seaver of Taxes, Sue Scheibel, and on the keyboard is Daniel Barrett. Before we get started here, although she doesn't physically have them in her hand, at this point here, the town clerk is to present the town board with the tentative budget. We all got them on Monday night, and the town board has had them home and studying them. They said we got them all apart on their tables. That's just my guess, but so they officially have it. Now, at this point, the town board has the opportunity to go over it, make some appointments with my comptroller during Casey, go through some things that you would think that need some attention. After you guys have all commented on it, and I've gone through my stage with it, on October 15th, we're gonna have our special town board meeting where it becomes the preliminary budget at that point. The preliminary budget then is up for its public hearing in November, and then we vote on it from there. So everybody has the books, imaginary books in front of them. The next item on the agenda, I'm going to open a public hearing to adopt local law amending Chapter 257, Article 2 of the Town Code of Town of New Windsor, subdivision of land. Basically, this motion, this public hearing now, and I'll let everybody, if anybody jumps on or wants to speak here. This motion gives the town, specifically the planning board, the ability to impose better control over approved subdivisions. We really want to be able to see these subdivisions develop and not just sit for 20, 30 years. Like we're in a position right now, we got a couple subdivisions in town that are, that have been approved for years, and they go back to the planning board and they keep kicking 6 months, a year approvals, which they have to by law. We'd rather not. So we want to fix what we're in now and allow these people, when they come in and get subdivisions approved, that they're only, 4 or 5 year approvals. If they don't build them, they lose them. They got to go back to square one. So this code change here is gonna hopefully fix that and get these either developers, they're either gonna build or they're gonna walk from the project and either let it go or sell the land or something, but we hold on to them too long. You got anybody on there, Danielle? Anybody in the audience have to speak about this part? No? Moving on to Town Board 10, New Windsor closed the public hearing in the matter of adopting a new local law in the Town of New Windsor entitled a local law to amend Chapter 257, Article 2 of the Town Code, the Town of New Windsor entitled subdivision of land. A motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes. Town Board 10 New Windsor hereby determine that the adoption of the proposed local law will not have a significant adverse effect on the environmental. Authorize the town supervisor to execute Part 3 of the attached SEAF and adopt a negative declaration, and hereby adopt the attached local law amending Chapter 257, Article 2 of the Town Code of the Town of New Windsor entitled subdivision of land, which law shall take effect immediately upon filing with the Secretary of State as required by law. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, that was a long time coming. So thank you. Dave did a lot of work on that and we had a lot of meetings on it, but that's another thing I think off the list there for us, which is good. Thank you. Public comments allowed on 3 minutes on agenda items. Anybody have anything on any agenda items that I can talk about? Nobody, packed right. Nobody can see the crowd, but there's about 6 or 7 people out there. So I promise you there is. Town Board of Town of New Windsor approved the minutes of the following, all of which were held on September 3rd, 2025, as per the copies posted on the town clerk's bulletin board. In the town hall, same distributed to each of the town board members. Public hearing for the 2025 sewer assessment roll. Public hearing to override the tax levy limit established in GML Section 3C, regular town board meeting. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes. Town Board of Town of New Windsor hereby authorize and approve the promotion of Michael Fiore from full-time laborer to full-time motor equipment operator, MEO. Said promotion shall commence effective October 4th, 2025. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, so these are, we have two, we had two vacant MEO spots in the highway department because of retirements. One laborer just got promoted to fill one spot, and you'll see later on, a little bit later on, another new hire will fill that second motor equipment operator as well as that laborer spot that promotion caused. Town Board of Town of New Windsor hereby authorize and approve the hiring of Johnny Gonzalez as a full-time motor equipment operator, MEO. Said employment shall commence on October 11th, 2025. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, again, these are important hires because these guys are the ones that will actually plowing the streets for us as well. Johnny Gonzalez, I think Johnny Gonzalez is here, is he? There he is back there. We interviewed, the highway superintendent interviewed Johnny. We did some background checks on him. He came and met the board on Monday. Johnny, thank you for coming. We appreciate you. We wish you good luck. And I'm sure Auntie's excited about having two of these guys now to learn our roads here and get out plowing for us. So we do appreciate it though. Thank you. And you're not required to stay here, believe me. So if you want to get up and bail out of here, you're more than welcome to do that. You checked that box. You came. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Take care. The Town Board of Town of New Windsor, in accordance with the resolution annexed here to authorize the town supervisor to execute the attached proposal for professional service in the total amount of $28,900 from Tectonic Engineering Consultants, Geologic and Land Surveys, DPC, for geological engineering services in connection with Stewart Water Treatment Plant Project. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, this is say work that's gonna be up on the airport, up at the end of Karate Lane. We currently have a water facility there now. There's a 2 million gallon water tank and a water plant that's out of commission right now. It's been taken out when we put the Butterhill wells on. We're looking to actually create a new, spot here now for the, future Town of New Windsor water plant, so. That'll be exciting when that happens. Town Board of Town of New Windsor hereby authorizes supervisors to enter into and execute the attached proposal order and task order, each identified as number P 259532 with Quality Environmental Solutions and Technologies Incorporated request for the pre-demolition environmental survey work related to the Town of New Windsor's Stewart Water Treatment Facility. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, this is again up in the airport. This is that tank and any related building items and stuff up there that need to come down. This is a necessary box that we need to check for up there. This is to receive and file. Hearing no objection, Town Board of Town of New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached letter from Orange County Department of Health dated September 5th, 2025, approving the plans and specifications for the backflow prevention device for Cedars Lane wastewater treatment plant MBR building. That's the new sewer plant that's the first phase is in progress as we speak. Hearing no objection, Town Board of Town of New Windsor pursuant to the resolution annexed hereto shall retain the engineering firm of MHE Engineering DPC with offices located at 33 Airport Center Drive, Suite 202, New Windsor, New York, and engineering for the Town of New Windsor for the year of 2026, and further authorize the supervisor to execute the attached amendment number 3 to owner engineer agreement for engineering services between the Town of New Windsor and MHE Engineering DPC, which outlines the terms, conditions, and fees for the services to be performed during the 2026 year. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, these are 1 year deals we have with our engineering firm, Mike Weeks, who heads up and he has an office here in our building. does good by here, by New Windsor. He has our back on everything, and he's even our planning board guy now, so not by choice, but. Town Board 10 New Windsor hereby appoint the town engineer Michael W. Weeks, PE, and MHE Engineering, DPC, as the town's SWIP review officer and duly authorized representative of the town's MS4 officials for general permit certification purposes, entitled to all defense and indemnification protections set forth in the Town Code, Chapter 16, and authorize the town supervisor to execute any and all documents necessary to effectuate such appointments, all pursuant to the resolution annexed here to. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln?
Yes.
Councilman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilman Moreau?
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti?
Yes, this SWIP is not new, but this MS4 is. Mike is very, very excited to have this title here in New Windsor. He lets me know about it all the time. Town Board 10 New Windsor hereby authorize and approve the promotion of Jake P. Davidson from part-time laborer to full-time laborer. Said promotion shall commence effective October 4, 2025. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilman Moreau?
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti?
Yes, so I will tell you, I just learned something a little tonight too, which is, it kind of says a lot for, about Jake. Jake works for, our buildings and grounds, part-time. He's been working for us for like 3 years now. I see him all the time. He's a great kid. He's never looking, hiding around the corner or something. He works constantly. He's a really good kid. We're looking to pick him up for next year, but we're able to swing him this year. He was told by his supervisor that he was getting appointed tonight and starting Saturday. He said he couldn't make it tonight because he does work I call it a B job, a second job. So we're just good. We're glad. That's nice to see. However, he has a vacation plan for next week. It's non-refundable. And he said, you know what, I'm going to cancel it. He lost the money and he canceled the vacation. I would have gave him a different start date if he came to me, but it just says a lot. The kid lost a few $100. Just to get hired here full-time, is how much this job meant to him. So, I'm glad to have employees like that. So thank you, Jake, if you're listening. I hope you're not, because you better be working. Town Board 10 News are hereby authorized and approve the hiring of Anthony J. Giametta as full-time laborer. Said employment shall commence effective October 11, 2025. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln?
Yes.
Councilman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilman Moreau?
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti?
Yes, Anthony couldn't make it as well tonight because he has to work late as well. He notified the highway superintendent. He is filling the laborer's position that became vacant because we promoted Michael Fiore to MEO. So, Anthony, you're kind of back to full strength, I guess, right?
Yes.
For now, until next year. Town Board 10 New Windsor pursuant to resolution annexed here to hereby authorize the enactment of a curfew which shall apply to all minors under the age of 18, except those traveling to or from bona fide employment, school activities, or medical emergency, or those in the company of a parent, guardian, or persons in loco parentis. This curfew shall commence at 9 p.m. on October 30, 2025, and be in effect between the hours of 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. on each of the following days, October 30th, 25, 31, 25, and expire at 6 a.m. on November 1st, 2025. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln?
Yes.
Councilman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilman Moreau?
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti?
Yes, this is something we have done for several years, gives the police department a little more extra teeth and out in patrol. However, we have, our New Windsor folks have been fairly good over, unlike when my era growing up. They're, the kids are good now, so we appreciate them. Town Board 10 New Windsor authorizes the supervisor to execute a second amendment to amended and restated ground lease and any and other documents necessary to facilitate same between the town of New Windsor and First Columbia International Group LLC in accordance with the resolution annexed hereto and subject to permissive referendum. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln?
Yes.
Councilman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilman Moreau?
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti?
Yes, to, I guess, try to make it short, this motion has to do with two owned pieces of property out in the airport. One that's being sold that has a building on it right now, which is a four-way deal between the town of New Windsor, First Columbia, Access Support for a Living, and Simone Development Corp. And the other ground land that we're talking is at One International Boulevard, which is going to be just replacing this ground lease part. So All in all, the town is selling a piece of land and getting a pretty decent chunk of money out of it. And then the ground lease money we're gonna lose for that, we're actually gonna ground lease another piece of land that we're getting nothing for, so we're gonna be made whole with that, and then we'll be back to where we belong, so. Thanks to Dave working through all that, which has been a challenge. Nice long motion here. Town Board 10 New Windsor pursuant to the annex resolution and subject to permissive referendum does hereby authorize the legal transfer of real property located at 930 Raz Avenue, New Windsor, New York, and further identifies on the tax map for the town of New Windsor at section 91, block 1, lot 13.2 from the town of New Windsor to Abilities First Incorporated hereafter the proposed action, and determine this proposed action is subject to 6 NYCRR section 617 of the State Environmental Quality Review Act, seeker, and that pursuant to section 133C5 of the Town Code, Town of New Windsor is deemed a type 2 action requiring no further review, and authorize the supervisor to execute all documents necessary to effectuate the proposed action, and authorize the supervisor to execute all documents necessary for the town of transfer or assigned funds held in escrow in connection with the aforesaid mentioned transfer of real property to the United States of America as more fully set forth into the attached resolution, and upon transfer of the aforementioned real estate property and funds held in escrow, authorize to direct the town comptroller to transfer all remaining funds in escrow to the town's general fund. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, so this is property on the airport that presently has a school in it, a school for disabled children in it. It was town, I guess we'll call it kind of owned. It was in the town's possession for many years. It's quite frankly been a pain in our side for many years in reference to who owns it and what we're doing. Finally, thanks to Dave and with all his work with the government, the GSA, BRAC, and all this stuff, that we're finally going to be out of this building. Access is going to be in it. They're taking control of it. We're going to get a pretty decent chunk of money out of it, which rightfully so we could lose, but we didn't because of Dave's hard work, and thank you for that. I appreciate that. Town Board 10 New Windsor pursuant to resolution annexed hereto and subject to permissive referendum hereby determine the lease of the town-owned property commonly known as 334 Avenue of Americas, building number 2414, identifies the town of New Windsor tax map, section 3, block 1, lot 51.3, is a type 2 action pursuant to the Environmental Quality Review Act, requiring no further action, and further authorize the supervisor to execute a lease for such property in substantially the same form as draft lease attached hereto. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yeah, so this is the vacant building up on the airport on Avenue of Americas that I've been trying to push for the last 2 years. We do have a tenant in Avenue of Americas that kind of fell in love with the site. He's gonna move one of his other businesses in town, so we're keeping a business. The business in town is moving from town and staying in town, thank God. And then he's gonna create another little side business in there, so we're gonna keep it. And more importantly to me is that we're gonna get rent out of a building that's been sitting vacant this year, so. Dave worked on that, and that's gonna sit for 30 days as well. We appreciate all that work on that, and we welcome him to that building. The Town Board 10 New Windsor hereby authorizes the supervisor to execute a First Amendment to Developers Agreement with SDC Realty Acquisition LLC and sewer allocation agreement and certification of allocation with and for RN Delaware Incorporated, all in substantially the same form annexed hereto, and in connection with the reallocation of 9,500 gallons of sewer capacity from SDC Realty Acquisition LLC and RN Delaware Incorporated, which shall be used for the development of property identified as the town of New Windsor tax maps of section 91, block 1, lot 19-2, and 91, block 1, lot 20. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, basically, the property owner has sold it to this new, we'll call it RN Labs, this new company that's gonna build, is making their home at the airport. And there's the developer has sewer allocation that he needs to transfer, and we have to do this legally, so he has, so they can run their water there. Town Board, Town of New Windsor authorized final payment in the amount of $15,265 to FC&C Construction Enterprise Incorporated for the ADA accessibility improvements to the town hall complex pursuant to recommendations of MHE Consulting Engineer DPC attached here to. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, this closes out this ADA project here in Town Hall, Marasco Center Community Center. Everything's back up there, or is up to snuff now, and we appreciate that, came out nice. Town Board 10 New Windsor, as the sole involved agency and in connection with its application for state and municipal facilities capital program, grant funds for the replacement of 13 flagpoles, roof replacements, and minor renovations to hut sites. Proposed actions hereby determined the proposed action is a type 2 action pursuant to the State and Quality Review Act, requiring no further action in accordance with the resolution annexed here to. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes again.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, -1. So this is the last encampment down the property down the road here, Route 300, the 13 flagpoles areas here that represent the 13 colonies. This property hasn't been in disrepair and actually a mess for the last 30 years. When I got in, I took it as was one of my stepkids here, and I've been going at it ever since. If everybody looks at it now, it looks nice. It looks really nice right now. Not necessarily because of me. I actually was able to court some volunteer help. I had Joe O'Shea, who spent days and days and weeks of his own time down there, has really brought this place back nice. Myself and the town historian met with Chris Ekus down there, and he's approved or promised us $126,000 to replace the flagpoles with state-of-the-art flagpoles and redo the roofs on these huts. So once we do that, if anybody in the meantime, I'm going to go down there, stop down there to see how really nice it is down there, walk in and trail. So it really came out good. So I appreciate it. Just fingers crossed getting this money from Chris Ekus, and we'll do that work. Town Board 10 New Windsor as the sole involved agency and in connection with its application for community resilience, economic substantiability, and technology CREST grant funds for the renovations of the community center kitchen proposed action, hereby determine the proposed action in a type 2 action pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act and requires no further action, all in accordance with the resolution annexed here to. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yeah, so I do have to give a shout out to our local state senator, James Skoufis. So I saw one day he came through with a notice to all the towns that said if anybody wanted, up to $50,000 worth of grant money for senior related projects, and I instantly emailed them. And to no surprise, he came back and he said, yeah, whatever, basically whatever you need. So we sent them an email with the project of a new kitchen down in the community senior center. And we had to edit it a little bit because there was a little bit of a misunderstanding. We made it a little more money than we asked for. It was like $85,000 and not even a blank. He said, yeah, sure, no problem. So they approved us. They're going to get a new kitchen down in the community senior center from a grant from Scubas again. So as always, we appreciate everything he does for us. Town Board 10 New Windsor authorized supervisor to execute the attached agreement between the Town New Windsor and Richard Cole to provide nuisance wildlife control at the Town New Windsor landfill for the cost not to exceed $1,600. Said agreement shall remain in effect from January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, Mr. Cole has been doing this for many, many years. Our old landfill there that he does the wildlife nuisance control there. He does a good job. Town Board, Town New Windsor authorized the town clerk to publish a display ad in the Mid-Hudson Times with reference to both roadway and sidewalk snow removal laws and requesting that residents clear fire hydrants on their property for the fire department. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, I know all this is important, but definitely the fire hydrant clearing for the fire departments. Me being in the volunteer fire department, and I've seen a lot of fire hydrants have been shoveled out. I'm not saying I did it myself, so I don't want anybody to say that we never saw you do one, but it's really important that folks do that. So if you have one on your property, please make sure they're cleaned out for in the storms. We appreciate that. The fire departments definitely do. Hearing no objection, Town Board 10 New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached grant agreement dated September 23rd, 2025, between the Town of New Windsor and Dormitory Authority of the State of New York, DASNY, for the Community Resilience, Economic Sustainability and Technology Program Grant to fund renovations in existing recreation activity buildings, including exterior front facade, back storage areas located at Machete Park. This is the teen center that we want to bring back here. And again, that's another thing funded by generous donations. Here are no objections, town board 10 new ones are hereby received and filed with the town clerk. The attached is amendment number 1 to grant agreement dated September 9, 2025, increasing the compensation amount of the CARES Up grant awarded to the 10 new ones police department by $3,000 and amending the term pertaining to said increase August 15, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. So you guys got an extra 3,000 there. Got it in my hand. Here are no objections, town board 10 new ones are hereby received and filed with the town clerk. The attached stormwater control facility maintenance agreement dated July 23rd, 2025 between RNG Terminal Partners LLC and the town of New Windsor for long-term maintenance of private stormwater management facilities for the RNG Terminal Partners LLC Site Plan Planning Board 22-01 located at 119 Cedars Lane, New Windsor, New York, and further identifies the 10 New Windsor tax maps as Section 37, Block 1, Lot 35.1, which has been recorded to the Orange County Clerk's Office on the 11th day of September 2025 in Library 15783 at page 680. Hearing no objection, town board 10 new ones are hereby received and filed with the town clerk the attached intermunicipal agreement dated March 10, 2025 between the town of New Windsor and Orange County for funding for enforcement for Stop DWI program for March 10, 2025 to January 1st, 2026. I did notice in the monthly reports, there was 9 DWIs for the month. Hearing no objection, town board 10 new ones are hereby received and filed with the town clerk the attached grant agreement dated June 6, 2024 between Orange County and 10 new ones in an amount of $4,999 to utilize for the promotion of tourism related events and marketing relation initiatives leading to the increased awareness of events and visitations to the county in current calendar year. We use this for advertisement for our community day and everything, so that was a nice surprise to us. Here, no objection, town board 10 New Windsor shall receive and file with the town clerk the attached monthly reports for the following departments in September 2025. Justice Court, Noreen Calderon, Justice Court, George Myers, Justice Court, Acting Justice Richard Polarino, Police Department, Building Department, Recreation Department, Tax Receiver, Utility Report, Town Clerk, and New Windsor Emergency Medical Services. Public forum. Anybody? Nobody? I just do want to say that please, today is October 1st. Please keep, it's the start of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And it's also the start of Domestic Violence Awareness Month as well. So just keep all that in your thoughts there. Make your donations where you can. It definitely helps and goes a long way. Anything else on the board? Nothing?
I like that we changed the seal.
Yeah, we did. We made the
That was a
deal.
nice touch. I appreciate
We made the
that.
seal pink for the month for today for that same thing. So,
Thank you.
town board 10 new are adjourn the town board meeting at 7:28 PM. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Morrow.
Yeah.
Vice President.
Yes.